Congratulations. And then the membership of our lodge also raises funds for scholarships every year. And like I said, normally there's just 2, but this year we have more. And we're so excited to offer $750 scholarship to Corinne Collins. Another $750 scholarship to Maddie Anderson. $750 for Lexis Fabach. Yeah. And $750 to Madison Taylor. Thank you, guys. There's going to be much more next year, so all you incoming seniors, make sure you're applying. Thank you.
Some of you, just an FYI, those are real checks. They can only be written once, so put it in a safe place. So don't lose it at Cougar Day. All righty. The next scholarship that we'll be giving out is from our prestigious community sorority scholarship from the PEO organization, represented by Margaret Gabe, Kathy Baki, and Karen Major.
Good morning, everyone. Well, this is my first year as a member of the PEO, and these lovely ladies have given me the honor and the privilege of presenting. The PEO Sisterhood is one of the largest community-based women's organizations in North America, and almost 250,000 initiated members. The organization provides loans, grants, and scholarships for women throughout the 6 philanthropic, The PEO Sisterhood is committed to helping women achieve their educational goals. The Peo Star Scholarship recognizes the accomplishments of graduating high school young women planning to pursue post-secondary education. In presenting this $2,500 scholarship, the members of the chapter of FA in the White Mountains are pleased to recognize our first honoree for Sholo, and who demonstrates excellence in leadership, extracurricular activities, community service, academics, and potential for success. Our PEO Star Scholarship is presented to Laura Ellsworth.
And you too can be the first winner. You have to apply. Ms. Rask and I always say, if you got 10 minutes, you can apply for a scholarship. Really, the average time is 10 minutes. I know you got 10 minutes. The next scholarship, presented by Mrs. Rask, is the prestigious Dorrance Scholarship.
This is another one of those scholarships that's super hard to receive. This scholarship covers $48,000. It's $12,000 per year, 8 semesters of funding. It is a paid summer bridge experience. It's a paid international travel experience. And this year's award, our Sholo High School graduate, goes to Cassidy Law.
That's a huge deal. Clap for her again. $48,000. And I do have to say that application took a little bit longer than 10 minutes, right, Cassidy? Okay. Yeah, that was a little bit longer, but that was worth it. Worth all the time. All right, next up, we're going to start with the college admittance. Now, there's a couple of things to think about. When you're applying to college, Ms. Rask and I are saying, if you're going to go to a university or college after high school, that we encourage you to apply to more than one school. So you're going to hear names multiple times. These are students who applied to more than one university, were accepted there, and were offered scholarship. And so they've committed to one of them. You can't go to 3 schools. So they have made a commitment to one or are still waiting to commit. But you'll notice that you'll hear multiple names. So we're going to start with those students who applied to the University of Arizona. Go Wildcats. Emily Arazola, a scholarship worth $12,000. Justice Russ, scholarship valued at $20,000. Noah Johnson, scholarship valued at $20,000. Noel Altop, scholarship valued at $32,000. Kylie Bennett, scholarship valued at $50,000. Cody Garvin, scholarship valued at $50,000. Joshua Kittle, scholarship valued at $50,000. Marissa Miller, scholarship valued at $50,000. Branham Carpenter, scholarship valued at $50,000. No, it's not here. No, you go ahead. Let them know you're
Okay. Well, you didn't for any U of A. So Mrs. Coda tried to have me do the U of A scholarships, but I wasn't a Wildcat, so it was a little difficult. So I will do the Lumberjacks and the Sun Devils because I did graduate from both of those. So, NAU, let's see what we got here. Haley Miller for NAU. She's got an Honors Merit Scholarship for $1,000. I don't think she's here. These are the Dean's Tuition Scholarship to NAU. These are all valued at $20,000. And that is Dylan Alsobrook, Addie Buzo, Vincent Herrera, Rebecca Pidge, the next NAU award, scholarship award, is for the President's Resident Tuition Scholarship, and that's valued at $32,000. That goes to Maddie Anderson, Kobe Church, Cody Garvin, Aspen Harmon, Wyatt Horn, Marley Long, Madison Moore, Hannah Pickering, and Morgan Thrasher. NAU also offers a 4-year ride for the Lumberjack Scholarship valued at $40,000. These awards go to Laura Ellsworth, Lexus Fabach, Trinity Howard, Cassidy Law, Emily Lindsay, Marissa Miller, Madison Taylor, Gracie Williams, and Logan Zampedri. Congratulations. Good job.
We didn't get a Haley Miller didn't get a lumberjack one.
I don't have one.
Did you announce her for the lumberjack?
And lumberjack Haley Miller. Good job. Okay, we'll move on to ASU, to the Sun Devils. So those students that have received scholarship awards to ASU: Noelle Altop, $20,000. Lydia McIntyre, $28,000. Morgan Thrasher, $28,000. Cody Garvin, $40,000, presidential. Wyatt Horn, $40,000, presidential. Josh Kittle, $40,000, presidential. Emily Lindsay, $40,000. Marissa Miller, $35,000. Haley Miller, $40,000. Gracie Williams, $40,000. Congratulations.
There you go.
So it would be, here's another question.
So there are a number of universities in the Phoenix area. Many of them are private universities. We all know of the 3 public universities, but there are several others that every year we're starting to add more names to the university list. So this year we have an admittance to Arizona Christian University with a value of $23,800 for Jared Freeman. So we do have a few students who are brave enough to go out of state, and we applaud you, and we want to recognize those students at this time. A student who is going to Sierra Nevada University, who's also going to go not only as an academic student, but as a college athlete. She has been offered a scholarship to this university for the value of $72,000 and a women's soccer athletic scholarship valued at $22,000. And this prestigious honor goes to Maddie Anderson. In addition to soccer and academics, she's just going to throw in some snowboarding as well. Good job, Maddie. So we have 2 students who are being recognized as being admitted and given scholarships to a university far, far away. But it happens to be the same university. So we wanted to present to Joshua Kittle and Branham Carpenter, if you'll please come down. Each of the, hello. Okay, back on, nope. Come on over this way. All right, okay. So both of these fine young men are going to be going, or have been admitted to Seton Hall University, and they're both offered a scholarship, academic scholarship for $84,000. They've also been offered a university grant totaling $18,000 in addition to that 84. And they've also been offered another Bethany Grant Scholarship for $6,000. And the fourth scholarship for that university, the enrollment grant for another $16,000. So that is quite an achievement. For out-of-state is expensive, but it looks like they've got that handled. Good job, gentlemen. So this next person, you've already seen her once, but we need to acknowledge Mrs. Karen Zimmerman for the hard work she does for our dual enrollment students. The numbers of students who are taking advantage of the scholarship that NPC offers while you're in high school for free college transferable credit has growing. And so she's here often, and we love to have her here in our campus. And she would like to come up and talk a bit about a couple of prestigious honors that we're giving to our students here on this campus.
All right, thanks for having me. And it's interesting that Mrs. Coda had everyone who was taking an NPC class stand earlier, because I was sitting back there thinking I would do the same thing, but that's okay. No, congratulations to all of you, and I hope that the underclassmen take a moment to recognize how many of the upperclassmen are taking advantage of that. So today I'm going to recognize 3 students, and many of you have stretched yourselves, taken advantage of the scholarship like Mrs. Coda mentioned, getting those credits accumulated so when you transfer or you're headed off somewhere else, those credits are going with you. So the first 2 students I want to recognize today, Josh Kittle and Branham Carpenter. Can you come down? I should have just had them stay down here, right? So there are others in the crowd who are just maybe 1 or 2 classes away from being right down here with these, and I applaud you also. But these 2 gentlemen have really gone above and beyond and achieved something worthy of our recognition. So Josh Kittle, he accomplished, I think, is it 52 credits? 59 credits at NPC. An associate's degree is just 64 credits. So he was just a few credits shy of that, but he's earned the Arizona General Education curriculum and is awarded the AJAC A, valued at $2,500. And he's taking those credits with him to Seton Hall. They accepted 45 of his NPC credits. So not only is he stretching his scholarship dollars, well, he's stretching his scholarship dollars that he received in the last recognition. So good job, Josh. All right, and so for Branham even went a little further. He challenged himself to take very rigorous courses at NPC, including calculus, calculus 2, chemistry, chemistry 1 and 2, which are very challenging classes, and lots of others. So Branham has accomplished those 64 credits and is being awarded his Associate of Science from NPC. Okay, and one last student that I'd like to recognize. So those students are finishing up and moving on. For any of you who've earned credits with us, if you need help transferring those credits on, or if you want to come join us, I'm here to help. One last student who's going to be joining us this next year, Andrew Bernier. So Andrew has applied and been accepted with the NPC Presidential Scholarship, and that's valued at $8,800. Thank you.
I don't know, I just want to do this again. Any student who has completed successfully a course at MPC College at any time in their lifetime, would you please stand up? Stand up. Get some stretching going on. Look at all of these scholarship winners. I just want to say congratulations to all of you. Good job.
Along with a lot of students going into college and universities, we also want to recognize those students that are going into military service. There's a lot of students right now that are working with recruiters. They haven't actually gone to MEPS yet and completed their enlistment, but we do have some that have actually gone through that whole entire process. So we want to go ahead and recognize those students at this time. I'd like to welcome Sergeant Thews and his gentleman to come on up from the Army.
All right, so we'd like to recognize Isaac Stevens, if he'd come down. So less than 1% of America actually serves in the military, and Isaac is one of the few that has actually volunteered to go on and serve within the military. He's going to be working on unmanned aircraft vehicles, so UAVs within the Army. That's going to be his job. He chose his job. Hopefully he's happy with his job. All right, so, but he's going to be shipping out here middle of June, and he's going to go off and serve this country. With that, we do have the GI Bill, which covers full tuition and fees for whatever college he wants to go to. He's automatically accepted to whatever college he wants to go to. On top of that, he's going to get a housing allowance, and he's going to get his books paid for. So full ride to whatever college he wants to go to. So let's give a round of applause for Isaac.
Okay, we'd also like to recognize Sergeant Bauer from the U.S. Marines.
All right, good morning. I am Staff Sergeant Bauer, the Marine Corps representative for Shoalo High School. On behalf of the Commandant of the Marine Corps, I am here today to recognize some outstanding individuals who have gone above and beyond in athletics, academics, and bandsmanship. In addition, I will recognize these individuals who have served, who have answered the call to serve their country as United States Marines. For over 245 years, Marines have been recognized as a force in readiness. Being ready means you have to maintain peak physical conditioning. Consequently, fitness is a hallmark of us Marines. The recipients of this award not only represents a student that is a superior athlete, but also represents one that has been recognized as an exemplary young citizen and a role model for younger students. These students must exhibit the personal traits of courage, poise, and self-confidence while serving as a leader amongst the varsity athletes, which are the same attributes we look for in every Marine. It gives me great pleasure to present the Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award to Nathaniel Jones and Addie Clark. Come on down. Next, I would like to present the award for Scholastic Excellence, an award that recognizes students that have gone the extra mile with their studies, both in and out of the classroom. To be eligible for this award, the students must be a distinguished scholar, exemplary citizen, and a role model for younger students. The students must also have shown determination and dedication throughout the school year toward achieving academic excellence. It is with great pleasure that I present the Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award to Aspen Harmon. All right, next. Semper Fidelis is the Marine Corps motto, which is Latin for always faithful. Each year, the United States Marine Corps awards approximately 15,000 Semper Fidelis awards for musical excellence to deserving high school students. High school musicians embody many virtues that we as Marines admire. This is an award in spirit with traditions that date back to the days of John Philip Sousa and his role in making the Marine Corps Band a premier musical unit it is today. The President's Own, the only military band to play directly for the President of the United States of America. The award is geared toward a top-notch instrumentalist, a competent musician who has shown yearly improvement, dedication, and enthusiasm. Again, it gives me great pleasure to present the Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence to Noel Atop. All right, last but certainly not least, I'd like to call on Hunter Jones and Alex Branshaw. Come on down. All right. Hunter and Alex have demonstrated the qualities and traits demanded of qualified applicants in our elite organization. They have dedicated themselves to a sense of honor, a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have heard the call and have made the determination to run towards the sound of chaos at a moment's notice, to defend our country from enemies foreign and domestic. They'll soon be on their way to step on the yellow footprints and be forged into a military branch of service notoriously known as the best fighting force on the face of the planet to earn the title United States Marine. Congratulations. Hey.
Okay, we have a couple more. The U.S. Air Force recruiter was not able to be here today, but he wanted me to make sure that we recognize Cheyenne McKinley, who's at MEPS today. She's not here today because she's actually enlisting today and tomorrow. So if we give her a round of applause, please. And then the Army National Guard recruiter, Sergeant Roberts, is not able to be here either, and he would like me to recognize Daniel Finley for enlisting in the U.S. National Guard. We'll now have Mr. Nicholas come to present the Scholar Athlete and the Athletes of the Year Awards.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention here today. Appreciate your courtesy and respect for those that are getting awards today. How about a round of applause for all those that have got something today? We know all of you guys out there deserve something, and we appreciate the participation and things that are going on at Shola High School. Even during a tough COVID year, this year. I want to congratulate all you guys for making it through, and hopefully we don't have similar stuff going on next year, but congratulations to you guys for showing up and getting things done so that we can get back in school, get back in person. How about a little round of applause for Mr. Marchant here getting us through this year? I mean, I would not want to be a principal during the COVID year, for Pete's sake. So anyway, he's done a fantastic job along with the other admin, Mrs. Robertson, and the counselors and secretaries. Appreciate all you do to put this on every year too. So thank you guys. Special thank you to, I know Shola Youth Foundation already come up here and presented, but we really appreciate all the work that they do. We know a lot of the programs out there benefit from the work that they do, and some of you guys even chip in and help out with their fundraisers and stuff like that. So we thank them and Pizza Factory and other businesses in the community that donate and give to our school so much. So thank you guys. How about a round of applause for those guys? Round of Shola Youth Foundation, those guys. I just want to put a quick plug in to the benefits of participation in high school athletics and or clubs or programs. You're at one of the high school here in the White Mountains that probably has the most available in diversity and things to do for kids at the high school. So we have an outstanding number of clubs and programs you can participate in. And we appreciate all the, it seems like I'm looking out there right now and we've got a lot of people in uniform out there. By the way, please get those uniforms turned back in the right place before the day's over. Thank you. I got $3.53 left in the budget this year, so please get those uniforms turned back in. But one more thing on that COVID thing that I want to just shout out to the athletes. They participated this year in the fall. Football players, soccer players out there having to wear masks on the sideline. Basketball season, the basketball players wear masks during play in the court, and they could not have but maybe 2 parents come to the events and stuff like that. So we do appreciate all the athletes that participated despite those COVID experiences too. We want to throw out, before we give these athletes names here today, and recognize that these athletes of the year usually are awarded to kids that are involved in multiple sports, because the way the rubric is to win this award, being involved in multiple sports helps you get enough points to win these awards today. So we're trying to do some things in high school to get more kids to participate in multiple sports, and one of those things is a Champions Club. I want to thank Coach Maxwell, Cade McNeil, Tasha Maxwell, and all the others, Cynthia Whipple, for putting the work into that and getting that going. That'll be a good thing for us. Try to get involved in that next year if you can. And we got lots of stuff going on this summer. Weight rooms open, speed and strength conditioning. Please get involved and do something. The studies show that if you're involved in high school, number one, it goes by a lot faster. But number two, you do a lot better in life in general, believe it or not. You learn things like hard work, teamwork, dedication, perseverance, things like that. So please, if you're not involved out there in something, get involved in something. There's something here at Shola High School for you, and just get involved. And we appreciate each one of you students, and we know that you have talents and abilities to share with everybody. So, with that said, we're going to award this year's Female Athlete of the Year first. This goes to somebody that's a 2-sport athlete, and they were first team in all region, and second team in all state in softball and volleyball, and also many other things, along with the 4.0 GPA. And the Female Athlete of the Year this year goes to Addie Clark. this young man came in, transferred into our school this year, and he played in 3 sports this year and received all region recognition in a couple of those sports, and helped put our golf team back on the map at Shoalo High School. And the male athlete of the year, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Isaiah Halcombe. All right, this young lady scored numerous points, was involved in 3 sports this year. And yes, cheerleading counts as 2 sports. But this young lady, she's been up here several times today already, won a state championship in stunt, and the spirit line team also took a 3rd, I believe, right, in the state, and 4th at nationals, I believe. And they also took a 1st place at nationals in the stunt team. This young lady has a weighted GPA of 4.175, female scholar athlete of the year, Melissa McNeil. All right, and finally, this young man, for the male scholar athlete of the year, participated in 3 sports. He's a 2nd team all region in a couple of those sports, football, and also at track. He won state in the discus throw. And ladies and gentlemen, this guy has a 3.75 GPA with all those sports and everything he's doing. And he's one of the only guys at Shoalo High School. We need to get more of you out there. This guy has a Letterman's jacket, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, some of you other guys need to get some of those. And Nate Jones. Doesn't that Letterman's jacket look sharp? All right, guys. Hey, we love you guys. Thank you for all your participation, all that you do. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Marchant, maybe a few ending comments or something, somebody, maybe. But again, life goes by fast. I'm sure some of you seniors are sitting out there saying, where did that last 4 years go? And then you're going to be off to college or doing things in your life. It goes by fast, so get involved. Appreciate you guys.
All right, thank you, Mr. Nicholas, and congrats to those athletes of the year. Let's give them all a round of applause again, please. All right, again, fabulous job. I know this has been our first assembly this year, kind of crazy, but you guys are doing phenomenal. And now it's time to turn it over and start to get ready to get crazy. All right, let's have these guys give you instructions on what crazy looks like.
Didn't shut it off on us. Okay. All right. So, where do I begin? All right. So, what we're about to do from here is the first lip dub that we've done in 4 years. Yes, sir. So we're gonna want you guys to give it your all. You know, obviously we're gonna do one take. We're gonna do a practice run, but now we're just gonna do one take straight through. So we need you guys to be like as hype as possible. We're gonna need you to amp it to the max. And yeah, so let's go over the route. So for the route, we're gonna be starting at the doors in the front office. There's gonna be like a bunch of balloons around there, like the starting point. So it's gonna be pretty clear. And then and then you're just gonna follow the streamers all the way down this hallway, all the way down that hallway. Then we're gonna get outside, walk in the parking lot for a little bit, and then we're gonna turn around and go into the ticket booth, and then walk down like the sidewalk. And then you guys, the ending point is gonna be in the bleachers, which is where we're going to start the next assembly, which is where we'll properly introduce ourselves. And are they lining the hallways? Yeah. Everyone's, you can follow if you want. And then you can also just line the hallways if you want, like for the sports teams, because we're going to be coming through the gym. Are we coming through the gym? No, not anymore. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to be going straight there. So like sports teams go around like the gym, you know, like the band hallway will be at like the edge of C Hall and everything, and that kind of deal. So just line wherever you want, and then like if you want to get with your individual clubs, then you can just do that, line up wherever you want. It's going to be really packed, really tight, because there's going to be so many of us in this little route, but that's going to make it all the more energetic if you guys are just jumping around and, you know, bopping to everything. So we have a total of 6 songs. Yeah, and the transitions are